I had a wonderful client reach out and ask me what I thought was an excellent question. And she asked, I'm confused. The book I'm reading says not to change anything and just feel the pain, but I think I have to change my situation. This seems like a conflict. I get her point to not dissociate, but what if it is an unbearable situation? So you always read or hear about feel the pain. Don't try to change anything. Just feel the pain. But what if it is an unbearable situation? That's what we're exploring here today. And my name is Derek. I'm a board certified clinical hypnotherapist, researcher, and intuitive. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and that helps us get these messages out to more souls. And like the video and share with someone who you think might benefit. Feel free to share my info with them. So let's get into this. That is a great question. If the pain seems absolutely unbearable, the last thing you want to do is feel that pain, right? It seems very counterintuitive. It seems like something that you would be trying to avoid. But I want to explain just a little bit of how energy works. And it does feel like a conflict, absolutely, but it is about going deeper into that unbearable energy. Um, so energetic structures form within us after we have thoughts and after we have emotions many, many times that creates these patterns of energy that, well, actually the patterns of energy just, you pick them up from environment or fractured aspects of your psyche that were shut down at earlier times of trauma, because this is almost like energetic armoring that's within your system. Like you armored up at some point to try to protect yourself. All of this energy does have did at one point have a positive intention, but as time goes on, those structures just get frozen. So, what we're wanting to do when we're working on energy healing with you is we are bringing those structures up. And yeah, we're going to have to, at some point, totally and completely feel that energy. And that's what that energy has been wanting for so long, but it's been trapped. So, what we're talking about here is creating space around that energy to really come up and be felt, maybe for the first time ever in its fullness and in its entirety. So that brings up a lot of fear and a lot of uncertainty because you've never been totally willing to face and to open up to that energy that's within you. It's easier just to look away or to not fully feel it, but you actually want to invite that energy to imbue you and let it consume you. Feel your pain and say, okay, I am here. I am inviting this unbearable energy to fully be here, to face it head on. I'm facing it head on and I'm going to surrender to this. And that's courageous. So give yourself credit for that courageous act of facing that energy. But if every time an uncomfortable or emotion comes up, you tell yourself, I am going to feel this, I am going to open my heart to this, there is no end to the growth that you will have and the things you will experience because those are the things that are keeping you blocked from the life that you've always known you could create. So surrender to that. Really allow yourself to feel it, marinate in it, create space for it. Um, invited in for tea is a Buddhist concept, and you can look that up too, like inviting Mara in for tea. It's like that's the delusion, the yeah, that pain that it's not all that, that there's a lot more to it than what meets the eye. And yes, it's very uncomfortable, it's painful, I know. But remember that you're doing this because you are courageous and you want what's on the other side of that. And you want to create space for good things to happen and to come in. Remember that it's just energy, it's just consciousness. Feel the energy itself and close the door on all those stories that attach to that energy. And as you feel that energy and allow it to change and transform and move through and out of you, you will literally feel a euphoric rush as that energy is leaving your system. And those stories will no longer have any energy to attach to the more you feel it and the more you face it, the less power it has over you because you realize that it is just energy and it loses its charge. You realize that you can feel that unbearable energy and you can still know that you are safe and you can soothe yourself through that unbearable energy. And it's going to take practice. But the more you avoid feeling that energy, it will keep coming back up and getting pushed down. And really, once you truly feel it and create space for it to even get bigger for a while if it wants, then it loses its power, it loses its charge. What keeps that charge alive is resisting it coming through in its fullness. So when you start seeing life in this way, things really begin to change because you start to see each one of these energy patterns instead of seeing it as an enemy or something to run away from. You become closer to yourself and you realize that that energy was never you to begin with. So I hope that helps and continue to set reminders for yourself to feel this energy. Every time it comes up, just feel it. And these things, they don't even take that long to burn all the way through. The hardest part, in my opinion, is the actually making the decision that, yes, I'm going to face this. So I will let you go. Have a great day and we'll talk soon.